What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. Where do we begin? Where does it begin? Where does it end? This has been a revenge day. It surely has. What's up, Outlaw? Yeah, I haven't been feeling that well today. So that's what took a toll on me earlier. They got two Scottie Pippens. That's the truth. That is a very true statement you just made there, sir. That shouldn't go unnoticed. They have two Scottie Pippens. The only one that showed any heart tonight was not Robert Williams, but Grant Williams. He came to ball. And the fact that none of his teammates really had his back. He competed with Jimmy. It was a bad idea, but he competed with Jimmy. I'm switching Grant Williams off of Jimmy Butler. Why the hell are you, just because he's excited about it, don't mean that it's a good idea. And I'm like, Grant Williams actually played. He played his heart out. He tried to step up where they were lacking. Boston is just, they beat themselves. This is how they cost me that $1,700. I don't care how much money I went out of bets. I'm never gonna lay that down. The fact that you didn't cost me that kind of money. But Miami could do whatever they want. They could do no wrong. My thing is this: when you have situations where the other team is out hustling you out, like Miami played like somebody that's not even allowed to be in the building. They played like the game was just insanely against them. It was beautiful to see how Miami was going, jumping on the ground, getting out the balls. I don't know. See, the thing is that even with the game being rigged for them, they still can't win. This game was laid out perfectly for the Celtics. No, I'm sorry. Jimmy is a throwback player from our era. He's never no LeBron. Like, no, that's two polar opposites. You got a beta male talking about an alpha. Jimmy's an alpha. Well, they're going to get their money, but their problem is even though they've built the team around two of the best players in the game, I'm like, you got two of the best players y'all had with Brown and Tatum. They rely on too many goddamn jump shots. Go to the hole. Why are you lingering outside? It's just crazy. None of it made any sense. That's the sad part of it. None of it made any sense. It never needed to be. No. Mm-mm. I didn't think so. You could you could say for better or worse, you have a situation where I would say the Miami Heat uses their team better. Boston settled for too many jump shots outside. If White's not hitting from outside, if Brown's not hitting and Tatum, they don't want to go to the hole. Oh my God. You don't realize what's happening here? You don't see this? This is part of the script. Are they flipping the script because everybody didn't caught on to the script? Well, here's the thing. They want you to believe that. The Lakers and Celtics both have to win 4 out of the next 5 games in order to get to the NBA Finals. Seems like an impossible feat, right? That they would have to the other team would have to lose 4 games out of the next 5. Sounds like remarkable odds. The best team in basketball, Denver, would have to suffer the same fate, would have to lose 4 out of the next 5 games. And so will the Celtics. Right. They give you the false sense of hope that Miami and Denver will meet up in the NBA Finals. The league would make probably $5 off that series. I would love to see it. What could be the greater story, a basketball story, a life story, than Jimmy Butler? Jimmy Butler, who came up from a mother that didn't want him because he looks too much like his father. So she just put him out on the streets. To the odds of a kid like that making it to the NBA is less than any chance you could ever think of in life. And y'all got to stop with this Michael Jordan. The internet is something else, boy. Anybody can make a YouTube video and just y'all just get suckered in. Gavin today said, I think Jimmy Butler is a lot like Michael Jordan. He's nothing like Michael Jordan. His game is nothing like Mike's at all, completely. I mean, they have a competitive nature. They love to compete, but it's nothing on the level of Mike. You and me both. LeBron's arrived at a crossroads in his career. The refs can change the script on the fly. They probably could. Because you see, you got to understand when players get injured, it changes the game. A lot of scripts have changed in agendas of the NBA based on injuries. Um, when Kawhi Leonard got hurt in the playoffs, that changed the agenda. When Chris Paul got hurt, that changed the agenda. It changes the whole lineup. Mm-mm. If you had to go back and put Jimmy Butler in a situation where Joe Mazzulla has got to make a decision, a coaching decision, oh well, there's problems on the other side because there's no real leader. Jason Tatum, his whole problem is he don't know how to lead this team. I know we're not going to hear from Christian until Christian's going to run and hide and duck. Yeah, well, that's you gotta to play in this game. You gotta be able to take it to the other team. There's no way in hell Martin should be getting 25 points in a game, but he could easily get 25 points in a game, especially like this. A game like this, he could easily get that. Tatum is the person they're appointing. The NBA is appointing. They're appointing him to be the guy. And because they need a face, and they couldn't get Kevin Durant there to be that face, the person that everybody knows in the standout. They're trying to make Jason Tatum that face. And because they can't make him the face, it's all going to hell. Jason Tatum is not that guy because he's just not that guy. There's nothing more or less to it than that. He's just not the person that people think he is. I mean, Brown's problem is they play too stagnant. They depend on a lot of uh, you go, I go basketball. Too much isolation, not enough ball movement. And when they do, it's like on a broken play. It's like a miracle if they're able to get the playoff. You can't win basketball like that. You're not gonna you're not gonna beat anybody playing like that. LeBron should retire right now. No. There it's a large situation in which all of these people don't really get it, don't know about, but it's out there. It's more infighting going on in Boston. They're not together as a team. Marcus Smart is supposed to be the defensive leader. It ain't that's not happening. I'm proud of Grant Williams. He's the only one to show some heart. If Grant Williams not showing any heart, this thing, I mean, somebody had to step up. He hit a three, he got Jimmy faith. That's what you do. Jimmy just started smiling like, yeah, okay. He got him there. This ain't your character. But you got to hype the team up. But Jimmy, no, you ain't built like that. You're not designed to guard Jimmy. You are too small. Jimmy's looks were great every time he scored. He aged. Yeah, he had to go have a seat. But it ain't your fault, Grant. Look, it ain't your fault, Grant Williams. Don't think this is your fault. It's that other beige guy. That beige guy let you down. That was awful. It was the wrong idea by Joe Mazzulla. He has no control over the team. No, I mean, look, these people can do all different types of things. They have elaborate plays and schemes, and all of that is pretty. It is nice and fine and dandy like candy. But you have to know how to win games at this level. You got to know how to close them out. If you're not closing out the games, you can't win with a 10-point lead. Isn't safe with you. None of this is safe with you. Duncan Robinson shouldn't be getting 15 points in this game. Martin shouldn't be getting 25. It's not about Jimmy. That's the illusion. Everybody else's game should not be at this level. That's where they're losing the game. When you got Martin getting 25 and Duncan Robinson getting 15, you're going to lose. You've lost. Because these guys shouldn't even be scoring. The hell you doing? Oh, the Lakers and the points tomorrow. Yeah, I told you guys I was betting Miami and the points. It was personal. I'm not betting on Boston ever again. This was a personal one with me. You don't cost me $1,700 and nothing. Oh no, this person. Well, the Heat play a very organized game. They play with a certain urgency that you like to see. They play as a team. They play connected more than any team I've seen in a long time. Whether they win, whether they lose, guys are willing to fight with one another. Fight for each other. I would say more than Denver, the Miami Heat is the last team in the game Yeah, they're the last team in the game that are that locked in. Robert Williams tried to be the enforcer, but he's not an enforcer. He's a guy that goes in and competes and plays hard, but he's not an enforcer. That's not his job. So Grant Williams decided to be that guy. So Brown and Tatum didn't have to deal with that throughout the game. They sacrificed that for those moments. But it just made Jimmy look more like a star. I mean, if anybody ever thought if a basketball player, Grant Williams versus Jimmy Butler, come on. Grant's a good player for what he was doing. Like this. Trying to get in there. Trying to get tough on the floor all night. He was the only one with any heart. Nobody's blaming you for getting out of character and trying to be the tough guy because you felt your team needed one. They did. They don't have the mental makeup. Look at him. He steps over the player. Lowry's just coming to get his teammate. And he's standing in his way trying to start something. He's like, man, get out of here, man. What you doing? Get your hands off me, man. Look, I'm just trying to pick my teammate up. They trying to be enforcers. Look, this is what's happening out here on the court, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Boston Celtics. They trying to be something that they are not. They're trying to be physical. They don't know how to be physical. They don't know how to be tough. They think they showing emotion and that means they're tough. That don't mean you're tough. I had no idea. I had literally no idea this would be a situation that would arise to the level it has gotten. Though the Boston Celtics would be the team that they're pushing for the East, and they mentally just don't have it. They're out of it. Because clearly they're not thinking about basketball. Their mind is somewhere else. All of their minds are gone. When you got a 10, 12, like I think they were up like 10 or 11. Why aren't you going to the hole? Why you're not running plays to go in the paint? Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I really don't think so. LeBron hasn't been the face of basketball for I don't know how long. And they keep trying to make him the face of basketball. Steph Curry was the face of basketball since 2015. And they keep showing LeBron James and trying to make him the face of the league on your shows and your advertisement. You're spending all of this money marketing him, but the people want to see Steph. So this is the scenario you're stuck with. How many and for how long are you going to keep pushing the brontosaurus through the doggone playoffs? Kevin Durant is better than LeBron James. He's always been better than LeBron James. Why is this even a question? No, the main problem is the problem. The problem is not just LeBron James. It's the way he it's the way he carries himself. You can't let a team in the fourth quarter, you're up 11 points with 6 minutes to go in the game and lose. That's inexcusable at this level. You let Miami go on a 24-9 run. That's a lack of heart. That's a lack of dog. And somebody said they got too many light-skinned guys out there. Too many light-skinned guys in the game. No, I was sick all through this game, man. I wasn't feeling well at all. Something I ate didn't agree with me and zapped me of all my energy. I couldn't do anything today. So about since six o'clock, I've been down. Like I was watching this whole game, like Miami's gonna win. I, I was just sitting here, just going through it. Still in the middle of going through it. The body's in the recovery stage. It's Tatum. Tatum to me is the guy to blame. Jason Tatum got to say, I'm guarding Jimmy Butler. At no time do you see that. No time does Jason Tatum says, I'm going to take the Jimmy Butler challenge. I'm guarding Jimmy. Look at this. They got him on an island. Tatum doesn't even help. He doesn't even help. He doesn't even help. Look, he lets it go down right in his face. And look at him. He sees Jimmy. He don't bump him or nothing. You see, this is beige rage. Passive aggressive. Look at this. Back cut for Duncan Robinson. And this works. Duncan Robinson? That's like Duncan Hines. That's how the dude is that soft. You let that happen to you in a fourth quarter? The most embarrassing play in basketball is a backdoor cut. You getting food on a backdoor cut to the rim. That's humiliating a team when they allow that to happen. No, Boston is down the stretch. They switched. Down the stretch, they switched. They took Williams out of the game. Williams was out of the game. Why they wait till they lose the lead and let Jimmy cook him all night? Grant Williams' night was over once Jimmy hit that shot and they went up 2. They came in with Brogdon. That was a bad defensive set, but it's a better matchup. But Bam is just Bam. You come in with Big Al Horford. Big Al Horford is not a strong rebounder like that. He's got bad knees. He can't jump. So Bam's going to have his way with him in a series like this. Big Al is not going to give you the spacing you think because Bam can guard him. He's not trying to be an opposing force down in the paint. And Vincent hit the damn dagger right in his face. No communication by the Celtics. I don't know what Jason Tatum was thinking. He made the wrong assumption. Oh, it was terrible. Look at this. This is terrible assessment. He's thinking Vincent is going to drive, so he's trying to get to the spot to stop Vincent. Watch this. Where the hell were you going? Look at my man doing a Michael Jackson split. What the hell is that? That is a horrible defensive stance to take. He did a basic move. He was like, I gotta take that. That's a layup for me. That's called, I fear y'all going to the paint so much. That's going to open up the jump shots. Why don't Boston do that? Because they're stupid. They played like this all day, all night. It's like 24 hours. They wouldn't close. A 24-9 run in the last 6 minutes of a game. And you're at home. How? How do you get outworked at the crib like this? Oh, they all blaming the coach. But he's an assistant coach. That's his job. He's an assistant coach. He's lacking at matchups. He doesn't really know how to handle the matchups. The worst thing for a new coach I mean, the absolute worst thing you can have for a new coach is dealing with an aging veteran, not an Asian, aging veteran. When you have an aging veteran on your team, it's hard for you to manage a team. So Darvin Ham has to deal with LeBron James. And when you're dealing with LeBron James and lineups, you're gonna have to have lineups in there that you would prefer. If it's his decision, just think about that for a minute. Let's say, all right, it's Darvin Ham's decision. Do you think he would have LeBron playing that many minutes? He wouldn't. He would say, I'm playing you 28 minutes or 25 because I'm gonna need you down the stretch. I can't have you getting burnt out on these sprints. You're 38 years old. But no, he don't do that. And the reason why he's not doing that is simply because of one scenario. LeBron's the superstar. You don't tell a superstar to sit down. So you have an aging veteran on your team. So that's why they're put in a situation that they're put in. Well, you have a scenario where you need to understand where your place on the team is and where it isn't. No. I've never felt like that. I felt that if you're the best, it will show up in the game. If you look at, they don't have these problems with Miami. Denver don't have these problems. So you got a first year coach in Darvin Ham, a first year head coach, rather, and a first year head coach with Joe Mazzulla, who's really the assistant. With M.A. Udoka, you don't lose these leads like this. He knows how to call a timeout. He knows how to get the attention of the team. And that's huge. So they don't have the aging veteran situation that Darvin Ham is faced with. He has to substitute according to the likings of yours truly. Well, Jimmy Butler, it's like each year his game evolves. I don't know if 4 years ago Jimmy Butler makes the shots he made tonight, and he was great then. Mm-mm. Well, you got to understand, people are put in different type of situation, and there's a lot of things. Certain people are just not willing to let other people see their bad moments. There's a larger problem that's going on in the game that people don't see, like the working out, the sessions. Guys are committed to playing to the level that they want to, committed all the way. You don't have that anymore. Miami, more than Denver, more than any team that's in here, is more connected because they play like we're not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be here today. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely, D Nice. HD had a live today. I was watching some of HD's live when it was going down. I was sitting here sick as a dog. Yeah, I saw Q in there. Saw a lot of people in there. No, win or lose, it's not about that. It's about, are you going to play the game the right way? Because anybody can win a game if they hit all their jumpers. If your jump shots just falling all night, you can win. But that statistically, those jump shooting teams don't normally win. They saw the Golden State Warriors as just a jump shooting team. Like, oh, they're a jump shooting team, so they can't win a championship. Because normally those teams don't win championships. You got to have a balance. Because what happens when guys lock in on you and then you got to hit that shot and you're not hitting it? You got to be able to go to the hole. Golden State was able to go to the hole. Everybody, just because they could shoot well from outside, that opened up the game in the middle. This is how JaVale McGee was starting off the game, getting about 6-7 points off dunks and easy layups because everybody's at the three-point line looking at Steph and Clay. Everybody was worried about him, but it got JaVale McGee a contract and got him in the league. Boston's game is ISO basketball. I score, you score. Okay, I scored on this one. Next shot is on you. They play a very dumbass game. No ball movement. Well, everyone's connected on Miami. When Boston moved the ball around and share it, dangerous team. But when you fall into this three-point shooting thing, like Tatum, what he did against the 76ers and all that game when they couldn't miss. You got White couldn't miss. They could be up 14, but they can never transition into playing ahead. When you can't transition from playing ahead, you're in trouble. They never could transition from it. They stayed in the same format all game long. They could not make an adjustment. This is why a team in this era would never be the 90s team, period. Everybody keeps going to the Bulls. F the Bulls. You wouldn't be the Denver Nuggets of 1990s. You wouldn't beat no team in the 90s because of your style of play. Your style of play leaves the door open for the next team to run off another 20 points. First off, in the 90s or the 80s or any time in that era, they're not shooting the ball until the last 4 seconds of the shot clock. They're running plays to draw fouls on you, to get you up in the air, using their basketball skills, not just athleticism. They're going to get you in bad positions, bad spots. They knew how to hit shots on the inside. They knew how to get the shot clock all the way down to like 3 before you commit a foul, or worse, they score, get a 3-point play. They know time of possession is on their side, especially if they have an 8-point lead. They know how to keep it. That's like a stranglehold of most teams. You see, this is how the Spurs used to win championships and games, and people be like, how are the Spurs winning? The Spurs would win because they played in a style of controlled basketball. Less turnovers. The more you cut out turnovers, and if you would throw a turnover or 2 turnovers, Papa snapped you out of the game. He had no favorites. If you screw up, you're out of the game. So if you don't turn over the ball, you're controlling the game. The less turnovers you have, the more it increases your chances of winning the game. So the first thing he wanted to do was eliminate turnovers. This is the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it segues right into what we saw tonight and the way they play the game. The Miami Heat plays the Spurs way of basketball. Movement. Guys on defense helping out. Knowing your assignment once you step on the court. That's one thing that a lot of these players don't know either. Guys are not committed to roles. Your role might be to hit one guy that comes in there and keep him off the boards. That's why we have you in the game. Picking up on the trailer, all of these different things and the elements that you have today. The Spurs eliminated the turnovers. Once they eliminated the turnovers, the next step is high percentage shots. High percentage basketball. What is high percentage basketball? High percentage basketball means using your IQ to take the best shot possible on the court. And Tim Duncan definitely was that. If he had the ball down in the block, you were at his mercy. He could pass out of there. He could score with either hand. You were in trouble. You were at mercy to whatever Tim wanted to do. There's 24 seconds in a shot clock. You want to utilize that as time is on your side. So if the Spurs was up by 5, you were going to lose. So you could score 60 or 70 on the Spurs. The lead would stay the same. And you'd be like, why am I losing? Like Kobe would be going off. But while he's going off, the Spurs are winning. He'll be going off, and they'll be sitting there like, you'll be like, well, what the heck is this? Why are they losing? Because it takes the team. The only way you could beat the Spurs is by using the team. It's very difficult to beat them. The Spurs are a system. They're a well-oiled machine, but you need the personnel to make it work. You just can't have anybody out there. When you have players that don't buy into it, and they come from a school in high school where the coach was too scared to coach the star talent. And they got the star talent just going out, getting every shot he wants, and everybody on the team's job is just give him the ball. And that player is going to go to colleges and do all these wonderful things. And he go to the NBA and he realized he can't play because everybody normally did whatever he wanted to do. So you go to the game thinking you can go to the league thinking you're this great superstar talent, and you realize that you're getting beat out on the court as a team. The team is losing. Yeah, you might have a good game, but the team is losing. I've done the Fast X review. It's on the Screen Fiend channel. It's completely done. And it's been out for probably over 24 hours. I'm probably one of the first people who saw the movie. Now I'm gonna do a spoiler review for it. The Heat's not winning the championship this year. Stop it. I would love if this team won a championship. This would renew my faith in the league if the Miami Heat won it. Doubling Jimmy isn't the answer. That's the worst thing you could do is double Jimmy Butler. If you double Jimmy Butler, that is the most foolish thing you could do. Because you think Jimmy Butler is the one that's no, it's everybody else. They make it look like it's just Jimmy. But if you put Grant Williams in a one-on-one with Jimmy Butler, Jimmy's gonna cook him. It's gonna look like it did tonight. He's supposed to hit those shots on Grant Williams. One, Grant Williams can't jump high enough to disturb Jimmy Butler's shot. So he's just there for it all. No, you would assume that they didn't win anything. That's Joe Mazzulla's fault. That's Joe Mazzulla's fault. Any which way it go, it don't change. Mazzulo, whatever the hell his name is. It's all Joe's fault. When they were isolating Grant Williams on when they were isolating Jimmy Butler, it's a summer movie. If you want to say this should have been directed by Michael Bay, this should have been directed by Michael Bay. if you're talking about that. Agree. We agree that that is the scenario. Oh yeah, it's still gonna be Boston and the Lakers. Both teams are gonna have to win 4 out of the next 5 games. Oh, I want to be wrong so bad. Please let me be wrong. I want to be wrong. Both series are going 7, sir. Both series are going 7. CP said both teams are not winning 4 out of the next 5 games. Well, something's got to give. I got the Lakers in the 5. Oh, I'm betting Miami every game. I'm just furious with Boston. I'm taking Miami every game. I'm never betting on the Celtics. If they cost me that $1,700, it's personal. Why did I bet Boston to win game 1 at home? And all they had to do was win? Yeah. Mm. Lakers in 7. Well, we'll see. I disagree. The fix is in. Miami is 130 plus at home for game 3. How, Sway? Because they know, like I know, Celtics got to win 4 out of the next 5 games. He can't be winning no more games right now. It's going to be a little difficult to do. Jimmy and Bam winning the championship this year. Nobody deserves it more than Jimmy. Like I said, man, when you grow up as a kid and your mom don't like you because you look like the man that left her, his baby father, and you starting to look like him, and you're thrown out. LeBron versus Pat Riley in the NBA Finals. No, let's not book that. I don't want to see the Lakers in the finals. I mean, it'd be great to see LeBron lose in the finals again, but I don't even want him there. Because then it gives this false sense of hope. We need the dinosaur. We need that brontosaurus on the court. Well, we got to get to a place where the National Basketball Association needs to get to a place where you don't have the same problems going with the next generation that they do now. Stop pinning your whole entire league on one individual. Once you keep making it at one individual over the entire league, why would you do that? It does not propel your sport forward. Tom Brady. Tom Brady was one of the greatest football players on the court, but the NFL knew we can't make our whole league Tom Brady. The NFL is not gonna say Tom Brady is it. That's it. It's Tom Brady, and that's screw everybody else. We just gonna talk Tom Brady all day. They're not going to do that. They talked about Patricia Mahomes. They talked about all the other players, all the other teams, how important it was for these teams. What was the rivalry of the teams or what they were fighting for? What position? This goes back to this game, the NFC championship game 2 years ago. They still haven't forgot. There's legacy there. So games y'all might not think is important isn't important. Before there was fantasy basketball, it was fantasy football. That's what made the fantasy thing jump. I don't know. I'm out. The NFL did a great marketing job to not hinder itself and not limit itself to any type of stature where they're glued to a guy that they don't want to be glued to forever, because in the football, anything can happen. Somebody can get their season or career could be ended in one play. So you don't want to glue yourself to that player. That's why the quarterback is normally the most publicized position on the field. If they do talk about the team, they talk about the quarterback. He's the leader of the team, the quarterback, because the quarterback is the safest position on the court. I mean, not the court, but the field. So if the NBA doesn't want to make those mistakes, he destroys everything he touches. I'm with that. I believe it 100%. Well, that's Joe's fault. Um, Williams would have been pulled off of Jimmy Butler immediately, because not only is Jimmy scoring, he's inspiring the team. So when you got Jimmy Butler scoring like he's doing, he's inspiring the other team to follow his lead. Like, follow me. I got this. This is what I do. Yeah, guys played above and beyond. Martin played above and beyond. Would Martin be able to do that against any other team that in the league? No. Martin is one of those, like, yeah. He's one of those. No, he's not built like that. But you let him get 25 points tonight. You let Martin get 25. That's coaching fault. You waited way too long to sit down Grant Williams, and that was a problem. Grant Williams should have been sat down, should have never been on Jimmy Butler, ever. You can do that early in a game, but don't do that in down the stretch when you're trying to close out a game. Oh, I have no idea. Hello?
Karceno, hello, man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I think hopefully it's gonna be Denver first to Heat in June 1st.
Denver versus the Heat. I'm with it. If that happens, I'm with it. Whatever the NBA is doing, I'm saying this is the way it should go.
You know,
Because,
yeah.
but that's never gonna happen. But I pray that it does. Both teams are up 2-0. Somebody's 2-0 ain't gonna make it. If
I
not,
know.
both teams 2-0 are not gonna make it. This is a sad
Sometimes,
example.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a sad
yeah,
example.
yeah. You know what they say when the best team always talks.
The best team always talk.
No,
Nah.
the best team always has the advantage. Like Denver, they're way better than the Lakers. Way better.
Oh, well, of course. Their
Way
their
better.
game, their game, they play an unselfish game. That's a real team. They've been together for at least 2 years solid. And now, since they brought over Gordon, another slasher that can help out athleticism, now that helps the Joker. It frees up a lot more space. So they got rid of a guy that was pretty much holding them back, and now he's going to be a free agent again, Grant. And
Grant. Yeah.
yeah, Grant's game does not fit what they want to do. They need a slasher, something like somebody like Gordon who would attack the basket.
Yeah. Gordon and Porter. Yeah.
Porter Jr. was the reason that they let go of Grant and didn't sign him, is because they said, well, we got a younger kid. It's going to cost us less money. And that way we're not putting ourselves in so much financial debt. They
Mm.
basically do the same thing. He's not really a drive to the basket guy. He's a pull up shoot guy for three. He's younger, it's cheaper, it's better, it's the best, smarter move. Let him go, and now you got what you need in your pieces. And Brown is the X factor. So now
Yeah.
you got exactly what you need, and you got your team that could vie for a championship. They're a much more complete team than the Lakers. The Lakers, this team was really thrown together. They
The Lakers.
haven't
Yeah.
played. Yeah, this team haven't played like 50 games together. They just got here in the All Star break.
It's like 2K.
Right. It's like a 2K thing. It's like they sub these guys together and told them to go play.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
not communication out there. It's not a lot of communication. It's not any drawn up plays. Mostly it's isolation. It's somebody going one on one.
you know.
That's all it
It's,
is. It's no real ball
it,
movement on the Lakers.
the
It's
Lakers
really
also.
terrible.
Yeah. 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 Also, the Lakers don't have no one that can guard Jokic. And I was saying maybe the Lakers, why they never bring back Marc Gasol to guard Jokic? Someone like the Raptors, the reason why they won the 2019 championship was they built a wall against a team like Giannis and Embiid. You know?
Yeah, but Marc Gasol is so done. Yeah, I don't even think Marc Gasol could get up off the couch right now.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
No, no, they
Or
can
Cousins.
guard Jokic. They had. I mean, that's not the problem. The problem
No,
is
yeah,
Jokic is more dangerous distributing the basketball than he is scoring it. It's his
that
control of
yeah,
the game is what they can't manage it because it's so much everybody's touching the ball. It's not like an ISO game. But
yeah,
last night, Murray just caught fire and just started hitting from everywhere and it inspired the rest of the team. And it just took away everything the Lakers had going. They had no energy to keep up with that. And this is why at the start of the game, all of this stuff is important when you're running sprints. You're draining the other team down when they're not, that team isn't practicing together. They're not doing
yep,
what you're doing. You
yep,
guys train at high altitude. They don't. So,
yep.
they could be at Big Bear doing workouts, getting the training in, but they don't want to do that. They're going to work out and take a couple of shots at the house, go to the game, talk to some people, get their little sets in, and go through their repetitions alone. And that's how LeBron trains alone. And when you do
And you see,
that,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Like when you watch the Lakers, you see that LeBron he disconnects with his teammates. He blames everyone for their mistakes. Hmm?
Yes, he does. He doesn't accept any responsibility. And once you play like that, you're in line to lose everything. Like you'll lose the team, you'll lose the locker room, because guys hate to be blamed for stuff that they haven't done. LeBron needs to come off the bench. Absolutely. At 38 years of age, he shouldn't be starting in a basketball game. And if you do want him to start and you don't want him to come off the bench because of his ego,
Yeah.
play him 28 minutes a game or 27 minutes. This guy should not be playing 40 minutes in a game. It makes no sense. 37 minutes. It's
He's
nonsense.
washed. He's washed.
Yeah.
30, 30,
And
38-year-old washed
yeah,
player.
go ahead. Yeah. And the thing is that that's the coach's fault, but this is where we go back to coaching an athlete who is past his prime.
Uh-huh.
When you're coaching an athlete who's basically the NBA says the face of the league, and how do you sit down LeBron James if you're a first year coach in Darvin Ham? How do you say, all right, I need you to take a seat? He don't even wait to be checked into the game. He checks himself into the game. He
Mhm.
gets up off the bench and walks to the booth, to the podium to go back into the game. Darvin Ham doesn't say anything
Mhm.
because who is he? This is
And the
LeBron.
Lakers, yeah. And the Lakers, they play better without LeBron, and I've seen it. They move the ball. There's a lot of like ball movement when I see it. When LeBron's not on the court. I see Lakers have like momentum. As soon as LeBron comes, he hogs the ball. He wastes the clock,
Mm-hmm.
and then the team goes out of rhythm. And yeah,
100%. Now, for me, it's always been a difference when it came to the the style of play when LeBron. He slows the game down to where the defense, like Denver, they could adjust. They
yep.
can adjust. So the best thing for what Darvin Ham wanted to do, as he felt last season, the Lakers had a problem with, is transition and flow.
Hmm.
He wants to play with a faster pace. It keeps the defense on the back of their heels. You can't do that with a brontosaurus. So you got a brontosaurus out there, and he just can't get it done. He's prehistoric. He can't play like that as that long. He's 38 years old, and all this rumors about EPO and all that belief about LeBron, I say it's the most factual thing about it.
That's true. That's actually true. That's actually true.
Yeah, I mean, to me, That is the most factual thing about LeBron James, in my opinion, is that statement about EPOs, and I'm just like, this is exactly what I believe. Chael Sonnen said it with belief. You see, nobody said anything on LeBron's side. They didn't sue Chael Sonnen, nothing. They tried to act like it's noise. It'll all go away soon.
Do you
Because
remember
how else
what?
could a 38-year-old man do what
Yeah,
he's doing? We know why.
yeah. LeBron has been always be using drugs. Always been. You know, you could tell he's been on drugs.
Well, I
The
can't.
EPU
I
and
can't.
the
I'll
steroids.
say.
Look, the steroids.
I
I think
won't
he's
say.
on steroids.
Yeah.
I think he's
But
on
the thing
steroids.
is, it's not. It's so unclear of what is steroids and what isn't now, because they have so
Yeah.
much these things that are not approved by the agency.
Hmm.
You have all of these different like all this type of creatine and all of these proteins. A lot of it isn't regulated or approved. So the FDA haven't approved a lot of this stuff. It's not all these supplements, and you don't know what is steroids and what isn't anymore. So
Yeah,
the lines have been crossed. Only the people that do the testing can tell you what is what.
that's true.
And unfortunately for the game and sports, it messes up everything. Now they got a
The,
camera crew that's
yeah.
following LeBron around because
Yeah.
they're making a movie
Oh
documentary.
yeah. Oh yeah. The Last
Like,
Dance, right?
right.
The yeah, yeah. That's funny when I heard that. That was funny.
It's only gonna be the last dance if it's the last dance, right? If this the last time we're gonna see
Yeah.
LeBron on the court, because Bronny's going to college,
Yeah.
which was the best thing for him. If he's going to college,
He will learn.
that means okay, him playing with his father on the court, that dream probably ain't gonna happen for a long time, unless Bronny's going to college for 1 year and then he wants to come to the league. Because they I don't think they've changed that rule, that one and done. So I think he has to go to college for 1 year, but I don't. I just don't see LeBron even being like. Why are we going to follow this path? It's like for the league. This is not going to make you money. If you think this is going to be like, oh, this is going to help the league, this guy's on his way out. How's this helps your sport? It does not. The
Yeah.
Lakers are the people watch the Lakers in Hollywood and celebrities. They only care about them when they're winning. They're
They're fake
casual.
fans. They're fake
Right.
fans. They're not real fans. They're not real fans.
Exactly. You don't
They're
see
just
none
fake.
of these celebrities when they're losing.
They don't even know Laker history. these, these people.
Right. But they're not there when the Lakers are losing.
No.
When the Lakers they had prime time games on ABC, you don't hardly see any of those celebrities at the game.
No.
People were
No.
giving away their tickets. Like, you want to go to the Laker game? Here, you go. I'm not going. So they don't
Do
even
you remember,
show up.
yeah. Do you remember the Swaggy P era? The Swaggy P era. You remember they were so horrible, but they were on TV.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was it. So
Yeah.
now the whole NBA has switched. Everything about the movement, the team, the direction, everything is switched. And that's why I say now you're gonna see a whole different regime, a whole different regiment take place, because now it's gonna be a little different. Just moving into the future. It's gonna be a little different for the it's not gonna be as easy as it was before. It's gonna be a little different for them.
Do you remember the dunk LeBron missed? That was a funny thing. That was the funniest shit I seen. You remember the dunk he missed? The dunk he flopped?
Oh yeah,
That was the funniest
definitely.
shit I ever seen. That was the funniest.
Well, yeah, it was funny. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of
That was Shaq on
it.
the fool. That was Shaq on the fool moment right there.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it, but
I swear,
I,
LeBron just makes me laugh.
yeah,
He just
I enjoyed the game of basketball, and I think they lost the game because Darvin Ham wasn't allowed to coach it.
yeah,
Because if he
no
was allowed
no
to coach that game, it would have been over.
I no LeBron James. I think like he chooses which coach that he wants because he can control Darvin Ham like a coach like Eric Spoelstra and LeBron and him will fight, but like I think LeBron he doesn't like people that control him. You know?
No, LeBron's not. LeBron's not built that way. LeBron is built as somebody who needs control, and he's never was going to have that in Miami. That's Pat
Yeah,
Riley's team. So Pat Riley, what he says is going to go because no player is going to be above the team. And once you do that, you're ruining your team.
that's
You've
true.
lost the team, and you lost your locker room. You lost the direction. You're not going to excel at anything, really.
So I heard the NBA will be different this summer with the new CBA, the new cap rooms, and a lot of things will be different in this summer.
Well, yeah, a lot of players will can't be on the team because of the way it's structured. It's structured to now hinder teams who are successful based on the LeBron James rule that he has manipulated for years of being above the salary cap to have all these veteran players on his team. To now, there's going to be a limit to anybody else doing the LeBron James pattern in the future. It was okay for LeBron, but not okay for you.
Yep.
That's how they're playing it. So I want to say thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to shut it
Yep.
down. Thank you,
Yep.
man. Hopefully, I'll see
Yep.
you at the next one. Remember, just later on, we're going to do one for the Lakers. So if you're around,
Yeah, I'll be around.
stay
I'll be
tuned
around.
for that. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody, for the super chat.
Okay. Later, guys.
Thank everybody. Yep. Kwame
Thank you,
Brown,
Karceno.
Bus Life. Support that channel.
I
Support
will.
Welcome to HDTV. And I want to say thanks to everybody here in the chat who showed up today. Thank you to everybody who saw me tough through this an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well today, around 6 or 7 o'clock. I ate some bad food. I'm never eating there again. And that's what happened when you eat at a new place. I said, well, let me try them out. Well, we tried it. We ain't going back. So yeah, I'm gonna drink some water before I get some sleep. So yeah, you got here really late, buddy. But you'll be the last person to leave a message, I think, because I'm out. Deuces.